everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be making the winter sets in Royal High with items that are not in the set. So I think this should be pretty interesting. I think it'll be really fun, so let's get into it. Okay, so the first set that I want to recreate is the Winter Guardian set. I've always loved this set, so I thought it would be a fun, challenging one to recreate. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge because there aren't really any other items like this set. So we're going to have to get quite creative here. Now for the boots, there's really a few items that I could use. Maybe the Royal Rebel boots since they're of similar size. But I don't know. I want to get as close as possible without actually using the items. I could use the thigh-high princess boots. Now, these look ridiculous because they're meant to go with your normal Roblox character, but I think they changed them a little bit. But I think this might be the best idea. Now, the best part is that I can go to the Royal High Sets palette, and I can actually find the right colors. So we have the colors right here. So, I think these are pretty close. I mean, they have, like, fluff up here. I guess that's what that's supposed to be. And they have like a little bow on them. So we're going to go with this. Now, the picture I have is not in the original colors of the set. So that is going to be a little tricky. Now, for the skirt, this is going to be really hard. Because, again, there's just nothing like the Winter Guardian set. So, let's try the Snow Swan skirt. Because this skirt, not this toggle though, is kind of similar. I mean, it has something around the edges. And it comes up at one point. So we could use this. I don't really know how I like it though because it's got feathers instead of fur. But I do think it's going to be the closest thing that we have. I think I'll go with toggle number 5. So we can do the white. Why not do 2 different types of white even though they look exactly the same. Now, I do think it's going to be easier to do the bodice of the set. This is looking so weird right now. I kind of have an idea, which I might do the Royal Rebel locket pendant corset because I think it has quite similar shape to the Winter Guardian bodice. And the bodice is not just plain, it has some designs on it, quite similar to the Winter Guardian bodice. And it also has the necklace, so I think I'm going to use it on this toggle, and we can do this color, this color, and we can do the white. I'm really curious to see how close I'm going to end up getting with this whole thing. Now, I think the necklace is just going to have to stay this color, but that is okay. Now, next thing I'm going to add on to this to make it look even closer is on the new bodice, which I've got to find it somewhere. One of the new bodices, I should say, because there's like 3 new ones. But I want to have the feathers, which we are going to be using a lot. I want to do it on this toggle because I think this looks pretty close. We're basically replacing all of the fur with feathers, but this actually isn't looking that bad. It's actually looking pretty similar. So now for the sleeves, I have no idea what I'm going to do because, again, there's just really nothing like the Winter Guardian set. It's not like there's anything similar to it, which, I mean, I did sign up for this challenge. You know, I might use, again, Snow Swan set coming in handy. We've got to use the new sleeves because I feel like if I combine these with some other sleeves, it will look partially like it. Ooh, especially on this toggle. Maybe I could even do this toggle right here. So let's color that really quick before I add on the human arms. So we'll do the white right here. This does not actually look horrendous. It looks not great, but it definitely doesn't look too bad of a recreation. So I like this. I think I'm going to add the TTYL sleeves on top of this to kind of cover in that gap there just so it doesn't look quite as funky. I think it's another accessory that you can't sort by where it goes, like arms, hands, and bags yet because, I don't know, I think it's kind of glitched or maybe they just haven't updated it yet. So this is looking alright. I do feel like we're just replacing all the fur with feathers, but I think that's okay. You know what? Since I added the TTYL sleeves, I might do it on this toggle because this looks even closer. So now we have the hardest part, which is the antlers. Now, I know there's quite a few antlers in the game if we search it up. we've got quite a few options, one of them being the Winter Guardian antlers. So yeah, that definitely is not going to work. So I think I might use, ooh, this is actually hard because there's not really any antlers that look similar to it, but I might use, I'm going to use the new ones, and I think these two toggles are like exactly the same. So I think I'm going to do the biggest toggle, and we'll do it all the darker color. Alright, so here's the finished recreation. I think I got pretty close. I probably could have gotten it a little closer, but I think it looks pretty good. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Alright, so the next set that I want to recreate is the December's Dream set. I thought that this would be a pretty cool set to recreate because, I don't know, I just feel like I could get pretty close and get very creative with this. So I'm going to start with the heels. I think I'm going to use the Snow Swan heels because I feel like if we did one of these toggles, let's see, maybe just toggle one, and take off the feathers and then take off the shorts feathers and make the tights to be the opaque tights, I feel like we could get really close. And also have the stiletto heel. I feel like these look like a little bit of a chunkier version of the December's Dream shoes. Actually, looking at the comparison, they look very close. So, very happy with how this is turning out so far. So let's see, do they have the December's Dream set? Yes, they do. That is a lot of colors. Okay. Oh dear, this is going to be fun. Let's see now, the top of these shoes, I think I'm going to do white. I don't exactly know what the original colors are, so I'm kind of just going to guess. Let me know how close I get if you want. But I think oh yeah, the tights are this color. This was very familiar. Let's see, I might make the shorts the same. No, I think I'm going to make the shorts the light pink, because if I remember, that's what it looks like. And then the tip of the shoe is that. The platform, I'm just going to make this color because I have no idea what the original is. And that looks good. Alright, so let's move on to the skirt. Now again, I think this is going to be a little more challenging because there, again, just aren't that many skirts that are like it. But you know, I'm up to the challenge. Now I could use the Cottage Princess, worst case scenario, because that does have a very similar like length to the December's Dream skirt. One thing I wanted to see was the Snow Swan skirt. I know it's got plenty of toggles like these ones, but I'm not 100% sure if I like it. I mean, it does look pretty close, but I think the Cottage Princess skirt just looks a little bit closer to the December's Dream skirt, so we're going to go with that, even though I don't love the look of it. So I think this is like the main color of the whole set is this color right here, so we'll go with it. I think I'm going to do here white, since that's what it's like in the actual set, and maybe make it a little bit darker because the white is lightening up the sheer part over it. Now for the bodice, I think this is going to be a little tricky again because, well, I'm not going to say it because you already know what I'm going to say, but I might use the steampunk bodice. It is quite close. Here is the steampunk bodice. I think I might do it on this toggle. I feel like this is going to be as close as we can get. So let's make it the lighter color right here. There we go. And the buttons can be white because I think that's what they are on the actual set. Now for the sleeves, I actually do have an idea what I'm going to do, which is very rare in this outfit challenge. I'm going to do the TTYL sleeves in the short toggle, because it's the same length. So let's make these the darker purple because that's what they are. Alright, so now for the coat, I'm not even going to try to recreate that because there's no way I can, and I don't really have to because it's kind of like you either pick the coat for sleeves or the normal sleeves for sleeves. Now for the muff, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to recreate that because there's literally no other thing in Royal High that goes on your hand that is the muff like that. But for the hat, I can try to recreate that because there is a toggle of the December's Dream hat that is more of just like a headband, and well, the Huggly Snuggly beanie hat has toggles like that. So I think I'm going to go with this. Maybe it's a little bit of cheating since I'm not using the original first toggle of the item, which is kind of what I've been basing off of all the other parts of the set, but I think it is okay. Again, I don't think I'm going to do the muff because I just don't think that'll be possible because there are no other items in Royal High quite like it. Now, for the earrings, I think I know the ones that I'm going to use. I think I am going to use the head mistress earrings because they have the smaller jewel and the larger jewel, just like the December's Dream earrings do. So let's color these like so. Let's color the jewels and then the setting. So I feel like these look pretty close because as you can see, here are the December's Dream earrings and here are the headmistress earrings. So I think that this looks pretty good. I don't know as if I really like it. It is very simple. Okay, so here is the finished product. Now I did change two things. I made the collar of the bodice a little bit more of a brighter pink to match the original bodice a little bit better. And I changed the tip of the shoe on the shoes to be white so it actually would match. And I changed the soles to be the yellow color. Now, I think I did all right on this one. I feel like if you glanced at it, you would tell that I'm trying to make a cheap version of the December's Dream set. But I think overall, it turned out pretty good. Anyways, that is all for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. This was super fun to do. If you guys like this, I'll do a part 2 doing the rest of the winter sets. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see ya in the next one.